Well, very good morning, everyone. It's George Bayruthi from FS Securities giving you the market report for Monday, the 4th of April 2022. And since it's Monday, I will also cover what happened last week and look at the global picture from a week-to-week basis. Let's start and see what happened overnight. Well, on Saturday morning, we've seen the Dow closed up 0.4%. The S&P 500 was up 0.3%, and so is the Nasdaq. And in New York, BHP was up 2.7%, and RIA was up 2.8%. In Europe, the Stoxx 50 index, which comprises most major European markets, was up 0.4%. And you can see here in England, the FTSE was up 0.3%, and in Germany, it was up 0.2%. ASX futures indicating that the market most likely will open 19 points higher to 7,488. Spot gold was at 1,925 US per ounce, that is down 0.6%. Brent down 0.2% to $104 US plus 47 cents, that's US per barrel. And West Texas crude oil was down 0.8% to $99.52, the first time we've seen it below the $100 US. Of course, that's because America is going to put so many millions of liters of gallons, I guess you can say, of barrels into the market and ask many other countries to do the same. The Australian dollar trading at $74.8 US cents, just slightly below what it was on Friday morning, which was about 75 US cents. Bitcoin was at 46,400 US, and that converts to approximately 62,000 Australian dollars. Now, as I said, let's go back to what happened over the 3 weeks. You can see here the Dow over 3 weeks was up 337 points. So even though over 1 week was 139, you can see it over 2 weeks that was down. However, if you put 3 weeks together, 337. If you went a week earlier and you looked at the 3 weeks prior to that, the Dow was actually up 1,247. This is the latest information captured on Saturday morning, reviewing what happened over 1 week and over 3 weeks. In the hour market, 1 week, we were down 5 points. However, if you look at over the last 3 weeks, 243 points or 3.35%. Let me put the chart and see what happened on a week-to-week basis for our market. That's the XJO, that's the daily. Let's put the weekly. It's interesting that we can see for 3 weeks in a row here, interestingly, it was up 3 weeks in a row. By the way, we've sent an article this morning in an email telling people that we expect the market will start to take a breather. It may visit back that level, which was actually at one stage, the high was 7,632. We might revisit the all-time high, and then it may take a breather for a few weeks, maybe a few months. So as a matter of interest, this is important to understand that after 3 weeks, we might see a reversal this week or the next few weeks. All right, let's go back to the report. What I'm going to show you now, what happened over 3 days. The Dow, even though it was up 140 points on Saturday, if you put 4 days together, the Dow was down 137 points or 0.4%. However, the S&P 500 was up 1.3%, and in Europe, most markets were actually up over 4 days. Our market over the last 4 days, even though last day on Friday the market was down nearly 6 points, over 4 days the market was up 81 points or 1%. Gold over the last 4 days was down 21 US, that's per ounce, affected mainly by the $30 drop on Saturday morning. Silver was down 2% and copper was down 1.3%. And here you got gold was down, as I mentioned, $21 US per ounce. Silver was down 2.2%. Alright, let's go to further information in the report. We're going to look at on Friday what happened with companies with higher volume. So what we've got here, this 22 million for South 32 is actually the moving average of volume over 50 days. And 40 million was actually the volume on Friday. So we have the volume on Friday was nearly 1.7 times the average volume over 50 days. And the price went up by 5.8%. The only thing that worries me is that the fair value for South 32, the most recent assessment, was $4.31, and the price was actually much higher than the fair value. So that's not what we want to see. We want to see higher volume, increase in the price, and the price is below the fair value. It doesn't appear that to be the case for South 32. Tabcorp, $5.40, again above the fair value, despite the 3% rise on Friday with 1.3 times the average volume. GPT, the fair value is slightly above the last price. The price went up by nearly 1% and the volume almost same as the average. Fortescue Mines, the fair value is $17.35 and the price is $21.06. In the mid cap, for those who are more aggressive, Star Pharma, the volume was nearly 1.6 times the average volume and the price was up 7.2% higher. So, and the fair value is actually well above the last price. So we're going to look at Star Pharma today and see if we're going to really add it onto our list. In terms of week on week, if you see the same situation with here we've got, this is actually 50 weekly volume average. South 32 again, the price was well above on a week to week basis. Coles, see all those fair value happen to be in red because they are above the prices. The only one is Newcrest Mines. Newcrest Mines fair value is $28.76 and over the week the price was only up 0.1%. And by the way, the price of gold dropped on Friday, so I expect Newcrest will be lower, below $26.93. So again, if it falls below 25, we might be interested to trade it with a target price of nearly $28.70. Alright, we move on to the next section, and that is the most active. This company here, Firefinch, the last price was $1.18. On Friday went up by nearly 13%. And the fair value is slightly above the last price. Core Lithium, fair value is below. It went up by 11.6% on Friday. Allkem, this has been popping up in our research daily and weekly. However, still the fair value is below the last price. Alright, well, that's if you want a copy of this report, there are a lot of information in that report, and I'm only giving you a snippet of what you can see on the screen. If you want more information, please call us and we'll send you a copy of the last report. If you want to subscribe to it, we also can show you what it will cost to subscribe, which will allow you to have this report every day of the week. Alright, that's all from us here at FS Securities. Trade safely and wisely and have a fantastic day.